Welcome to Screw the Commute, the entrepreneurial podcast dedicated to getting you out of the car and into the money. With your host, lifelong entrepreneur and multimillionaire, Tom Antion.
Hey everybody, it's Tom here with episode 136 of Screw the Commute podcast. It's Screen Capture Video Day. I've been using this technique for 19 and a half years now, and it's still making me money and saving me money every single day. So this is going to be a great episode for you. Now, episode 135, whoa, man, Gene Amen was here. Wait till you hear the stories from this private eye and former FBI special agent. I mean, he really brought some international intrigue to this show, that's for sure. That was episode 135. And of course, I've got a big freebie for you for listening to the podcast. It's my $27 ebook, How to Automate Your Business. And just one of the tips in this ebook has saved me over 7 million keystrokes. And I just might have another little gift over there for you that I know you'll like because other people are charging you thousands of dollars for the same info. Go over to screwthecommute.com/automate free. Screwthecommute.com/automate free. Now, our podcast app's in the iTunes store. You can also go to screwthecommute.com/app, where we have complete instructions to show you how to use all the fancy features so you can take us with you on the road, put it on your cell phone and tablet. Now, today's sponsor is the Distance Learning School, the Internet Marketing Training Center of Virginia. Now, did you ever wonder how tens of thousands of people like me sit home, earn legitimate money, and don't have to listen to a boss or get up and fight traffic every day? Well, it's because we have legitimate online businesses. And the reason I emphasize the word legitimate is because there are tons of scams out there in the online world. That's why I started the only licensed and dedicated internet marketing distance learning school in the country, imtcva.org. And of course, that'll be in the show notes. Now, and you can have, and here I go again, a legitimate lifestyle business in as little as 6 months. And we even have people that have made money a week into the training. All right, so I can't swear that that'll happen to you, but it's certainly possible. So check it out, and we'll have the link in the show notes. Oh, and one other thing, we're approved by the Department of Defense for their scholarship program for military spouses. So if you know any military spouses who want to work out of their homes from wherever they're deployed, please send them my way. All right, let's get to the main event, screen capture video. Folks, screen capture video is something that I'm pretty sure you'll want to embrace after you see all the cool stuff it will do for your business. And the very last segment today is how I make really big money with it. So the first thing I want to do is I want to make sure you all know what I'm talking about. Most people understand a basic screen capture. That's where you pretty much take a picture of what's displayed on your screen. You can even do it on cell phones by pressing certain button combinations. Well, that's not what I'm talking about here. It's similar, but it's definitely not the same. Screen capture video does capture your screen, but it captures it in the form of a video. So it's not just one moment in time like a basic screen capture is. It's a moving picture of everything you can display on your screen. And in addition to that, you can also record audio either from your computer, your own voice, or both. Now, it's basically a video taken internally of your computer screen. I remember when I first saw this back in the year 2000, I thought someone was using a camcorder to videotape their computer screen. No, that's not how it works. All right, so here's a list of things you can do with screen capture video, and then I'm going to go into more in depth on actually using it. Well, you can improve customer service. You can do employee training. You can do customer training. You can make and sell products. You can do affiliate product sales. I mean, you can show people how to fill out forms. You can show tech support the problem you're having. And of course, that's if you can turn your computer on and at least get it working. You can capture webinars without having to wait for a replay. You can create content for membership sites. You can grab streaming videos from anywhere and nobody can stop you. You can use it during speeches, and I've made a fortune doing that instead of using PowerPoint. Well, that's a heck of a list, isn't it? That's why I love it so much. I use lots of powerful software, but rarely do I find software that pays me back in so many ways. All right, before I get into how screen capture video makes me lots of money, I'm going to be talking about how it saves me time and gives better customer service. So the first thing is employee training. One way it saves me time is by training my employees. Now, this may not matter to you if you don't have any employees right now, but it even works if you outsource some of your work. I mean, instead of telling employees or outsourcers the same thing over and over again, you do a screen capture video showing them maybe how to fill out an order form for your business, or how to record a customer comment or complaint. Maybe you have a special piece of software that helps run your business. You can do a screen capture video showing the new employee how to use it. I swear to you, you will find lots of ways to use this software internally in your business. All right, tech support. Now, let's say you're having some computer problems. How many times have you tried to explain what's happening to either your in-house tech support, who's located in another building or another state, or tech support from your hosting company or email provider or shopping cart company? It seems that us marketers, I don't know, we just don't really speak the same language as many tech support people. So instead of trying to explain what's happening, if possible, do a screen capture video, and they'll get what you're trying to say about 100 times faster and save a lot of frustration for both you and the tech support person. All right, let's look at customer support. I just have to tell you this story. I mean, if you've been listening to this podcast for long, you know I push heavily kickstartcart.com because of all the great things it will do for your business. That's in episode 10, we talk about shopping carts. And I know for a long time, I was the biggest reseller of this cart for a big company. Now, one of the reasons was that I would give a 3-hour one-on-one consultation with new users to teach them how to use the cart. Now, with 1,500 users over time, this was eating me up. I mean, plus it was boring as heck to be saying the same things over and over again. So one weekend, I think it was the 4th of July weekend, I was finally at the end of my rope doing this 3-hour consult. So I sat down and I did 45 short screen capture videos on all aspects of using the shopping cart. And I put them on a website. They're still there now. howtouseashoppingcart.com. howtouseashoppingcart.com. Now, the new cart users could pick and choose the features they wanted to concentrate on, and they could watch them over and over again anytime, day or night, when they needed a refresher on how to use a certain function of the cart. Then, when they talked to me, I could just concentrate on their individual questions and could knock them out in no time. So this was great for the customers and great for me in that it knocked out hundreds of hours of boring one-on-one phone calls. Now, if you sell anything like software, ebooks, or online courses, you can use screen capture video to show people how to use what they bought and how to troubleshoot it if something goes wrong. They have access 24/7 and they love this. Plus, you've potentially averted a situation where you have an irate customer who wants a refund because they couldn't get any help right away. All right, now let's make some money with some screen capture video. I've made lots of money with all these ways, so they're in no particular order. All right, first let's talk about making products with screen capture video. If you've ever bought a house, you know there is a stack of paperwork, 5 inches thick, that you got to sign. And whatever happened to that paperless society people were talking about 10 years ago, right? But what if you really knew what all those documents meant and what to watch out for so a person doesn't get taken advantage of by a mortgage company? Well, you could go over each document and explain what each line meant and tell prospective homeowners what to watch out for on each line of the documentation. You could tell them what things are negotiable and what things weren't. You could tell them ranges of amounts they should be paying for closing costs and title fees and origination fees and all that stuff. You could easily sell this as a product and promote it by saying something like it will most likely save them hundreds or even thousands of dollars when getting a mortgage. And I had that's a good example, but I had a $199 CD that I sold for years that had 50 screen capture videos on it that were many tips and tricks to be successful in internet marketing. So you can make a product with screen capture video. Now, you can also use screen capture video to help sell certain types of products. Let's say you had an online course like I do at copywriting901.com. Most of the product is screen capture videos teaching you how to write advertising copy that sells. Well, what if I took a couple of those videos and put them out there for free samples of the full online course? Do you think they would help sell the course? Well, of course they would. Okay, now, do you remember those customer service videos I did for the shopping cart? So I wouldn't have to, say stuff over and over? Well, they do double duty because in addition to helping the people that already got the cart, they are good sales tools for people thinking about getting the cart. See, I can freely give them away to show people how powerful and easy to use the cart is. But the people watching the videos can't do what I'm telling them about unless they buy the cart. So it's a great sales tool that you can just give away because they can't do what you're telling them unless they buy the stuff and you get your sale or your commission. All right, now let's talk about affiliate sales. I mean, I've made a ton of money with this idea. And you don't even have to develop a product to make this idea work. I've used this primarily with software or online services that others have created. One that comes to mind is an animated video maker. That's pretty easy to use. So I bought it and I loved it. So I became an affiliate and I would get a commission for each person that bought the service through my affiliate link. So what I did is I logged into the service and I went through the easy and fun steps to make an animated video. And I encouraged people to click on my affiliate link to get the service for themselves. Many people did, and I got paid for each one. I did the same idea for another service that I just love. I mean, it's the service that's transcribing this podcast to put in my show notes. I've not paid for one transcription in over 130 episodes of Screw the Commute. See, this is, what is it? This is episode 136, I think. Yeah, I haven't paid for any of these. In this case, I didn't get paid for referring people with money. I got paid in free transcriptions. Now, the service is crazy good, and I have a link to the video and my affiliate link in the show notes. And I love the service because my transcriptions are back in 10 minutes, but it's only $5 per recorded hour. And I've never paid less than $30 an hour and many times $60 an hour. And I had to wait a long time to get them back. So in the show notes, I put the screen capture video showing you the transcription service and also my affiliate link where you can get 30 free minutes just by clicking on it. And I put a couple more examples. I got a 4-minute video proving I'm a jerk. How about that? All right. It's actually a funny fake text message creator. And I put another one in there. It's an unbelievable headline, subject, and title creator. So I put all those in the show notes for you. So all you have to do is watch the videos. If you like it, great. You buy it, I get a commission. If you don't like it, you learn something. So this is a really powerful thing. Now here's a couple other cool things you can do with the screen capture video. You can grab streaming videos from anywhere and they can't stop you. Now, I'm not saying doing anything illegal with the videos, but if you see one on a site and there's no download provision and you don't think it's going to be up there that long, all you have to do is fire up your screen capture software and record it. There's absolutely no way to stop this. And like I said, don't repost it somewhere if you don't have the copyright, and don't claim it as your own, and don't sell it. And again, I'm not even telling you to do it. I'm just saying you could. And you could do the same thing with a webinar where they either claim there won't be a replay or you don't want to wait for the replay. And let's say the webinar starts at 8 p.m. and you can't be there until a little after 9 p.m. Again, fire up your screen capture software, and as soon as you get home, you can watch the end of the live webinar and then watch the beginning that you video screen captured. Okay? Or let's say you didn't get home till 11:30. Well, then you can immediately watch the entire webinar without having to wait till the next day. And you get advantage because a lot of places will say, hey, if you show up live, you're going to get a bonus that's not on the replay. Well, you just bypass that. I shouldn't be telling people that because they'll do it all to my webinars. Now, the next thing, and I mentioned briefly above, but you can create content for membership sites or for products like my copywriting901.com site. The bulk of the product is screen capture video. Now, even though I also include PDFs, and here's another kind of a sidebar point here. Someone might watch your video product and love it, but they don't always want to go back and watch the entire video again just to get one concept they missed. So I usually include a PDF of the big points of my video training. Also, people like to have multiple formats of the same information. So you might want to take the audio track off of the video and give them an MP3 download. But here's another sidebar. Yes, I frequently do give MP3 downloads, but there is a slight peril in this. If you take the audio track off a video, the audio may not be understandable because people won't be seeing what you were talking about, like they would be if they were watching the video. So in that case, if you want to have an audio, you probably should just record a separate audio with more detail in it since they won't have the visuals. All right, so what software do I use? I happen to use the gold standard Camtasia. That's Camtasia. It's probably one of the most pricey pieces of software I've ever bought, other than, let's say, Final Cut Pro for the Mac for our really high-end video editing. Now, Camtasia at the time of this recording is about $250. And I know you might be on a budget, but this would be chump change if you diligently did all the things in this podcast. Now, I've heard some people like a product called ScreenFlow, but the only one I've ever used in 19 and a half years is Camtasia. But one thing I want you to make sure that's included in whatever software you get is the ability to capture system audio in addition to what you say through the microphone. Now, you will get much cleaner audio if you're capturing an audio or video segment if the audio or video is going directly digitally into your screen capture video recorder rather than going through your speakers and then back into your microphone, which can cause all kinds of problems. So make sure it can capture system audio. Now, in the show notes, I've included a link that reviews 10 different options in all price ranges. And if you don't get or you can't afford Camtasia right now, check out the other cheaper options and get moving on this one way or the other. So the link will be in the show notes. Now, as I promised, last segment for this is the big money way I use it. Now, see, I use screen capture video extensively in my speeches. People love it, and it's made me a fortune because everyone else uses PowerPoint, and I don't. That makes you stand out right there. One thing I teach pro speakers that's bad about PowerPoint is that you are locked into a sequence. If your time gets cut, as it frequently does, you have to jump through a bunch of slides and the audience feels cheated. I just play individual screen capture video files or show individual graphics off of my desktop, and I can adjust my time with no sweat at all. The audience never knows the difference. Plus, if something else comes up that I think's worth addressing, again, I can just go to something on my desktop that addresses it and instantly take care of it, and people just love that. Now, I can tell you also, they've never seen the way I present, and it sets me far apart from all the other, I call them death by PowerPoint speakers that they've seen. Plus, showing them how something works is way more impactful than just telling them. Now, here's another cool thing it does. I have a chance to gauge the audience and make adjustments to my presentation as I go. This means I'm right in the moment with the people in the audience, and they can tell. And this all leads to great evaluations, extremely large back of the room sales, and being invited back over and over. So I guess you can tell I love screen capture video. I'm pretty sure you will too if you do the things I've covered. Now, if you want help with this, or you want someone to hold your hand through this and all the other things you need to know to be successful online, check out my mentor and joint venture program. It's the longest running, most successful, and most unique program ever on this topic on the internet. And one thing I didn't tell you, it also includes a scholarship to my licensed internet marketing school that you can either use yourself or gift to someone else. So check that out in the show notes. This is episode, what did I tell you, 136. Or you can go directly to greatinternetmarketingtraining.com. greatinternetmarketingtraining.com. All right, folks, I hope to see you over there, and I will catch you on the next episode. See you later.